in. So in the top right, our red Protoss is GunGFuBanDa.
And in the bottom left for Team Liquid, he is one of the fastest players in the world. It is Clem. Melem.
Yeah, to expand on what you're saying, it's just Clem was always such an aggressive player, and GunGFuBanDa was really the absorb everything and just go late game kind of style. And you know, it felt as though if GunGFu could really just get through the first few minutes, he actually had a pretty good shot, and he did make the most of those shots a lot of the time in previous seasons of DreamHack, and now the ESL SC2 Masters as well. So yeah, there has been that little bit of a factor. There has been that little bit of a, oh my goodness, like Clem has lost to GunGFu. We'll see what Clem does today. Already looking for an engineering bay block against a low ground gateway. GunGFu looking to be a bit aggressive himself here. I think this is Clem kind of saying, I want control of this series. I want to decide what's going on. The engineering bay block will go down. I imagine GunGFu is going to build a fast unit anyway, but this now is going to have to come back and deal with the engineering bay, unless you just do it with probes. 4 probes means we are just going to try and kill this, but the more health that this SCV gets on it, the worse idea this is to actually go for the engineering bay.
Yeah, that SCV was like a ghost right there. That dodged so many probe attacks, very well microed. It feels like GunGFuBanDa kind of lost it a little bit there, and Clem gets way more HP than he ever should have been able to get on this engineering bay. Look at this; he's trying to bait off the probes. Man, this is really well done so far by Clem. And GunGFuBanDa kind of getting baited a little bit. It's weird to say someone gets out-microed in a situation like this, but Clem is out-microing GunGFuBanDa, like, pretty hard.
This is 4 probes off the... Oh my goodness, I was going to say, don't let it get blocked again. But yeah, this is like CC and Nexus done at the same time, which is a massive win for the Terran. And the 4 probes were down there the entire time too. It'd be different if maybe that was like, oh, well, I didn't pull any probes, but you've been losing economy during this. Now the first Stalker coming out of the front, GunGFu going to get that out. And Clem going into a couple of Reapers here steadfast, so we'll be kind of sticking to the aggression to start. No factory behind this, a second barrack, so going to be an aggressive Reaper play into even more aggressive bio play following through.
Yeah, I wonder if this 3 racks was always the plan, or if this is a response to the low ground gateway. Either or. I think this is going to be a little bit tricky for GunGFuBanDa to manage. It will, of course, depend on what his follow-through tech building is. But generally speaking, I like this from Clem. Now, GunGFuBanDa did cut his second gas for a while in order to not take such a big economic hit. But it means his tech is significantly delayed. That's just going to give him a difficult time overall. And does he have anything in position? No, he does not. Okay, this is going to be so much damage.
Yep, 2 probes, gonna find 3. I love targeting the low HP ones. It just takes 1 shot less to get rid of them. And this is, what, 4 workers? Now the Adept showing up. We might just commit. Okay, the Reapers will be losing 1. Yeah, we have 5 kills, though. It's obviously still very good. Good grenade. Gonna blast the Adept back as well. That last probe, can we find the target fire on it? We do. 6 kills for Clem. And yeah, very well handled. I would maybe have said that he could have gotten out a little bit with the Reapers before, but yeah, I'm fine with this. 6 workers is an amazing start. And Clem puts himself in a stellar position early. I mean, GunGFu's down a couple of workers in a matchup you're meant to be up by 5 or 6 because of mules. And of course, the follow-up to this is the 3 racks. So if a 3 racks hits you and you've had a bad opening, like there's going to be no messing around. Clem's going to stim in and he's going to shut down game 1 just like that.
Yeah, and the thing is for GunGFuBanDa right now, he's going to be wanting to put all of his resources into getting back into the game economically. That means he's going to want to use Chrono Boost as much as possible. He's going to want to cut corners, specifically on something like a shield battery at the front. And that means that he will most likely, as you said, just get run over by this 3 racks timing. Stim and combat shields are completing very shortly. The blink is not coming on in. We are going to see a 3rd Nexus, which is not what you want against the 3 racks in the best of positions. But in a position like this, I mean, look at the army supply. It's 21-6.
Adept to 2 Stalkers, no blink.
Yeah.
Battery? No.
Nope. Yeah, and even to add insult to injury or to make this even worse, the robotics facility is built on that 1 pylon at the front. This is...
No.
Oh, this is a very sad Adept. That was 20% of his army supply.
Yeah, exactly. Scouting that is way too expensive. A cyber core in the wall is Clem We'll knock that down, and if he notices there's no battery, he might just go in for it. He's going to start hitting the other Cybercore. He's given, honestly, this a little bit too much respect, and now he just stims in and realizes, uh-oh, I can do loads of damage here. As the probes pull, he will kite back the Marines to let the Marauders do the tanking. They're very good at that. And now there's upgraded Stalkers left to fight this. GG's, and that's how Clem takes an extremely convincing game number 1.
Yeah, this is a very simple simple situation that happened right here. GunGFuBanDa did not anticipate the reactor first double Reaper, and he died.
Die, yeah.
Obviously, he didn't die right that moment, but taking 6 probe losses against a player of Clem's caliber means that you are just completely opened up to that 3 racks follow up. And yeah, it's hopefully that's not how game 2 goes, but I think GunGFuBanDa is going to be a little bit more mindful of this one.
Yep, no, absolutely. As yeah, just I mean that was just a very Clem game, right? He got himself ahead, he figured out what he could do, and just boom, boom, bang, wraps it up, and yeah, just no messing around really. So simple, easy, GG's. Clem takes a 1-0 lead. There's really not much else to say about that game. It was plain and simple, and we have ourselves a second map. But GunGFu just has to do better. Plain and I mean, even honestly, the engineering bay block alone was devastating. Never mind the Reapers then being devastating, right?
Yeah, that's. I have never seen an SCV dodge that many probe attacks with an engineering bay block. You know, like that was. It may not look that impressive, but Clem like really did a great job with that.
Yeah, absolutely. He made GunGFu's life as difficult as possible. I'm looking to do the same in game number 2. Blue Terran from Team Liquid. This is Clem.
And his opponent, spawning down in the bottom right. In the red, it is GunGFuBanDa.
And of course, a lot
I've always enjoyed... Oh, sorry.
I was just going to say, of course, a lot of people might expect Clem to have already been through this group, but he did lose to Max Packs. I think that's a very acceptable loss. But, yeah, obviously that's why he's here 2-1. But go ahead.
I was just going to say, I really do enjoy how GunGFuBanDa plays PvT in general. I've always felt that he played it in a way, and this is going to sound a little weird, but he plays it in a way similar to how Terran players play Bio versus Zerg. Just like very aggressive, heavy gateway play, heavy gateway man, a lot of constant zealot run-bys. And to be fair, that is kind of how most players play now, especially players at the very top level like Max Packs, lots of zealot run-bys, very aggressive, a lot of stalker charge lots type of stuff. But I feel like GunGFuBanDa was doing this, you know, like 3, 4, 5 years ago even, which was cool to watch.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Just very he's always been actually a cool player to watch, and I always love about GunGFu the fact that he's really been that, like, I don't know what the word is, but like he's been the endorsement of like you don't have to be like full time to be good.
Yeah,
he's always been very vocal, like, you know, I'm not full time. I work, I come home, and sometimes I feel like playing StarCraft, so I bop some nerds on the ladder and, you know, have a good time, and sometimes I don't, so I don't, you know. So he really is this player that definitely isn't out there being full time, being super serious. This SCV and Probe having a dance battle in the natural.
Yep. And that is actually really nice for Clem, not because he gets the kill, but because he keeps the probe in place. And now the Reaper doesn't have to really go out of its way to get the kill. That's what, 2 seconds out of the Reaper's path? And he gets that probe, doesn't have to worry about it anymore. And now he just sends it across the map. That was really well done from Clem. Excellent zoning with that SCV. And that is the value of Clem's uber, like, you know, we talk about the World Team League power hexagons. He's got like a 12 in micro, and he just displayed it very nicely there.
Yeah, great job as the Reaper gets into the main base. Adept didn't come up here straight away, so didn't know where to be for the Reaper to deal with the Reaper, and now gonna lose ourselves. Oh, not quite a second probe. The Reaper did not get the final shot pre-battery, so that is gonna be that probe saved at least, and the Reaper moving out as the Adept does come to the upper left-hand side. And is gonna run straight into a bunker. Obviously, we can put SCVs into that bunker if necessary, and we even swap SCVs to finish the command center. Cool. Of course we do.
And
I'm
he
having
saved
a great
it.
time. Yeah.
Oh, that was so impressive. I cannot believe that not only did he get it off of the command center in time, he also was able to actively save it.
Saves
can he save?
Reaper?
No! Oh, the Reaper, it got like caught on the corner there. That was weird.
Yeah, I was gonna say he definitely
like-
could have saved the Reaper. That was absolutely possible.
Yeah.
Either way, I
I
mean,
think it
well.
would have gotten away if there was it like experienced friction, which is something we don't often see in SC2. That was weird.
Yeah, he really did get caught up a little bit. Now the Adept Shades inning does get 1 SCV. However, you're going to have a Hellion and 2 Marines here, which means that a lot of damage, and we get ourselves just the 1 SCV for the Adept. Don't really love that. GunGFu losing out on units. This time, Clem, very different follow-up. He is going into the starport after a factory, so he is already taking just a very different route into a Widow Mine drop. It's very different to that previous game, of course, so we'll be seeing him advance there, and GunGFu also taking a very different route. Immediate Dark Shrine in the main.
Yes, and if this were a 3 racks, that would be kind of nice. Because, you know, you don't have a starport, you don't have potential for a Raven, but this is going to be the most standard of standard Widowmine drops, which means he is very likely to go for a Raven next. Yeah, there's the tech lab on this. We're seeing Blink coming on down as well. GunGFuBanDa doing a lot at once in terms of tech, which means his unit count is going to be diminished. And that means he's probably not going to be able to prevent the mines from getting in, burrowing, firing their shots, and then both getting back into the medevacs. That's going to be potentially a problem. He does warp in 2 more Stalkers. Where did they warp in?
Yeah, they're going out on the map, so...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is not ideal.
It really is not. The Hellion pokes the probe away from the 3rd base, and in we go with the medevac into the natural. Very possible that he goes all the way up to the main base of the medevac at some point too, to possibly scout as well. That would be amazing if you could get confirmation of the Dark Shrine. Widowmine does get burrowed back up, doesn't get the Stalker. Will just be 1 probe. But again, as we head into the main base, it might not be a quick scout, but it will be a scout on the Dark Shrine, a little bit of ahead of the DTs arriving. The Raven's finishing anyways, so it's likely not going to matter too much. And yeah, Clem just going to be very well set as well, now we've got to do some splitting. Oh, that was the worst probe we could have targeted.
That was so underwhelming. I thought that was going to be... That could have been a game-winning Widowmine shot. As it is, he gets both DTs for free. That was... Oh.
That was the series.
All right.
Just there you go. That was the series.